Hi, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Just general good planetary rotation, whatever it is to you. Uh, to you, from Once Upon a Game. This is Once Upon a Game. This is the one-shot story game show, slash indie RPG show where we play games, for a ton of different games, all for one night and one night only. I believe it all on the table. We have a good time and I may or may not have to kidnap people to play with me. Join with me today. To my left here, I have Dead Sunny. Sunny, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Woke up in the morning early, ready to game.
Yes. Yes, Sunny is one of the morning birds for our program here. I know it's kind of hard for us in the European audience setting, so thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you back here. Sunny was our GM from Blades in the Dark this weekend, so I'm super happy to have him back for the very next episode. So yeah, double thumbs for sure. So and over here to my right and to the right of Sunny here is Michelle. So Michelle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. It's like midnight here, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing some games.
Yeah. What do you? Rumor has it that you are a GM of something. Is that true?
Why, yes, Eric, I am. I am GMing a game of Dungeon World on my own Twitch channel.
Ooh, so if our viewers were interested in maybe checking out some Dungeon World being played, where would they get you? Like where would they watch your content?
Well, you could check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/Estani, which is spelled for you right down there. Or you could check me out live on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/Estani.
Well, hot damn, that sounds like a really good deal.
Totally is.
Awesome. Great. So yeah, Esteni is a long time listener, first time caller on Once Upon a Game. So thank you so much for tuning in here. I'm super appreciative. Speaking of being appreciative, I'm also very appreciative to all our hosts tonight. So I want to thank AP Gaming. I want to thank Steny. I want to thank Tuxter Damas. I want to thank just everybody. Everyone who needs thanks. Everybody, all my viewers here today. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting Once Upon a Game. As I pitch you guys and deal you guys some sweet RPG drugs. So thank you, just from the bottom of my heart. So awesome. So Once Upon a Game. For those who may or may not have seen Once Upon a Game before, Once Upon a Game is a one-shot indie RPG and streaming show. We like a Buddhist sand mandala. At the end of this evening, this all gets wiped away. We will not return to this game. Even though this is episode 13 of seasons, you don't have to catch up to anything else. Nothing is actually contingent on watching previous episodes. It's all just here and now. So I'm your host and facilitator. I'm Eric. What maybe if you've never heard the term facilitator, and why I'm saying that instead of a GM, is that a facilitator is somebody who just has the rule knowledge, but isn't necessarily someone who can listen to somebody and then say, not so fast. I don't have that ability. This is a show. Specifically, tonight's game is a game where we're all going to have equal ownership here as players together in this game. We're all equal partners in the creative fiction. No one has more say than the other. So we all get to have fun sharing those sort of responsibilities that come with that. The rules provide us just enough so it doesn't turn into absolute chaos or bedlam. But bedlam is always on the table. And the way we can avoid some of this bedlam are a few ways. The first way is by listening to each other. We shouldn't shut each other down. We shouldn't be but actually, you know, like we should actually follow more of an improvisational comedy yes and approach. We should always be building on what each other says, listening. If you have a suggestion on how to maybe make something better, maybe just propose it humbly. Be like, you know what might be also cool? Like, oh, what if this happened in addition to that, or something like that. Just you know, humbly suggest it like you would in a conversation, or if you wanted to order some food. No big deal. Second of all, if you were ever uncomfortable with what somebody suggested, just feel free to just show up a little like X sign in the camera here. If you want to do like if you're really objectionable to the content, you know, like a giant X, or like if you want to bring your feet into the mix, I'm totally on board with that as well. But if you also want to be a little bit more subtle, if you would like to do a little bit like just a whisper me or a just a little chat about an X, without indicate to me as a facilitator of the game that we should dial this back, whatever's going on, whatever's uncomfortable to you, that we will just, you know, just straight up surgically remove it from the game, because there's nothing, and I repeat, there's nothing as unfun as playing a game that you're uncomfortable in. So your fun is what I'm shooting here for, and these sort of tips, these rules are only as good as we're willing to follow them. So do I have buy-in from you guys today for that? Do we agree that we would use the X card if we are uncomfortable? I know it's hard, because when you're actually pressured to use it, you're like, do I really want to do it? Like, trust me, just do it. It's okay. We trust you. The point of the X card is that you don't have to justify why. We trust you that when you want to invoke the X card rule, that you're doing it for a very, very, very good reason. Okay? Sci-Fi, thank you for the host as well. And Kelsa Delphi, thank you for the host. Sorry, I just saw that. That's super, super nice of them. Okay, so, last but not least, since we're playing a one-shot, we're playing a story game where we're playing a game to tell a story. One of the best advice that I've ever read, or whatever was given to me from facilitators who have seen the light, right, from the top of the mountain of story gaming, was to strive to be average. When you're not sure of what you want to say, or when you're not sure what you want to do, go with the first thing in your head. There's nothing wrong if it's cliche or the expected outcome. There's nothing wrong with being that. What you do when you end up doing that is that you oftentimes find that everybody else who you're playing with has the opportunity to latch onto that concept because it's something you're familiar with. Maybe just have a different interpretation, which is also why you should say what's in the first thing in your head, is because your interpretation is oftentimes more unique than you think it is. In other words, what you think is very common or obvious is not obvious to others. So don't be afraid to just say the first thing on your head when you're coming up with an idea for a name, a person, whatever you need an inspiration for how your character should behave. Draw from a book you just read, draw from a movie you just watched, draw from a comic, draw from a video game, draw from a Once Upon a Game playthrough that you just watched on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/EricVulgaris. You know, it's anything at all. Steal liberally is the best advice, and don't steal liberally and shamelessly. Okay, so those are the kind of things that I like to do. And also, that's not my own advice. That's advice I stole from a book about how to be a better role player, how to be a better gamer. If you want to know the secrets of that, if you want to know my 12-step success program that I don't earn any money on, if you wanted to actually buy the book is called Play Unsafe, by a awesome dude named Graham Wesley, Weasley maybe, I don't know, it has an H, is it WH? He shrugs. I don't know how to do it. That book is just absolutely fantastic. I can't stress that enough. If you ever wanted to learn how to be a better gamer, and you're tired of watching people and you wanted some strict, like almost obvious advice, that is the book for you. It's called, once again, Play Unsafe, by a guy named Graham Weasley or Whamley or whatever. It has some dice on the cover. That's good. Okay. So, That out of the way, that is the normal Once Upon a Game spiel. We are ready to actually pitch and play tonight's game. So, the game that I chose for today, the 1st of February, is a game about relationships. Specifically, what happens when two people want the same other person. Or maybe it ends up being a little relationship triangle. We'll see. But the point being is that February is home of Valentine's Day. It is a time of love and romance and procreation. All of that stuff is in the air. And that's why I'm spending and devoting February to romance and relationship-focused RPGs. So, Shooting the Moon. Shooting the Moon is a game designed by Emily Boss, or Emily Care Boss. She's a super awesome woman who just ended up creating almost a trifecta of really, really, really awesome relationship RPGs. I will be doing 2 out of 3 of those online this month, starting with this one called Shooting the Moon. But the other ones are Breaking the Ice and Under the Skin. The reason why I chose not to do Under the Skin, because we're going to be doing Breaking the Ice later, is that Under the Skin requires an actual physical presence, because some of the kissing and things like that are actually represented through hand holding and touch, which you can't really do online. So I feel like a lot of that is lost. So I will actually have to bow out of revealing that awesome game. But Breaking the Ice will be played later this month. And tonight, the reason why you guys are here is that we're playing Shooting the Moon. So Shooting the Moon is, as I hinted at a little earlier, is that Shooting the Moon is all about star-crossed lovers. It's about 2 people or 3 people who all end up in a love triangle. It's about 2 suitors and a beloved. And we're going to establish the setting and the qualities and stuff. It's it's a game centered around the relationship and less about the setting and the characters, because the characters get to evolve through play. It's more about just the central tenet of the relationship struggles that we have. If you're ever interested in, if you ever heard of a game called Blades in the Dark, then maybe you watch the VOD that I just released today of VOD 1, or if you're a fan of John Harper, this is one of John Harper's favorite games, one from his favorite designers. So I hope you guys enjoy this game. Numerous other designers also cite Emily Boss's work as sort of like as a touchstone, as a big inspiration mechanic. This game has been out for a little while. It's been out since like 2010 or so. Once again, it's called Shooting the Moon, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope I can give this game a little bit of justice. Romeo and Juliet, the RPG. Not quite. It's more like Romeo, Juliet, and another suitor, and a lot more weird shit happens. RPG. The RPG. So that's a little bit more accurate. So, I know I just spewed on and just vomited all of this information and content forth from my brain for the past 13 minutes. Yeah, let's go to this game now, shall we?
Yay.
So, yeah. So a little bit about Shooting the Moon, right? In Shooting the Moon, you will take on the roles of 3 characters brought together and put through the ringer by love. 2 suitors compete for the affection of a shared beloved who has overwhelming odds of their own to face. United and divided by their shared fates, and as well as intertwined destinies. In the game, you'll see what these 3 characters are made of and what they will do for love. If you ever watched the season opener of Game of Thrones, the things you do for love, right? Yep. So there were 3 characters in a 3-player session today. This game can also be played with 2 players, but we're also doing it with just 3 here. The first one will be the Beloved. The Beloved is the paragon of the world that the characters inhabit. The traits you give to this character reflect and determine what is sought after and desirable in our setting, as well as the suitors. The suitors are movers and shakers of this world, or those who are moved and shaken by the Beloved. In this world, they have the strengths similar to a Beloved, but they are flawed. But while being flawed, they may also be heroic and or enticing. All of these characters will be created collaboratively. All right, so that's why you see on your screen here we have a beloved, and then we have suitor 1 and suitor 2. Okay? Cool. So the suitors, so just once again, a little quick rundown of the game. The suitors will be vying for the attention of the beloved. They have a shared goal, which is called the prize in the game. This is a unique connection with the beloved. And we will be choosing that at the start of this game here. And then for the rest of the game, suitors will be trying to gain this goal and keep the other suitor from doing their own goal. Kind of just told in the premise of the story game here. Okay? So, that being said, let's go ahead and start thinking about maybe our setting and then thinking a little bit about how we should do our characters here. Eric Exposition Vulgaris. Yes. Yes, that's what I do every time. As a facilitator and host, I just vomit for 10 minutes every opening of every episode. I do it because I don't know what episode some random person's going to pick up and be like, yes, that is exactly what I wanted as an opener for every game I've ever played. So, anyways, guys, what kind of setting are we looking for today? The setting is where and when a story game will take place. It's chosen and developed by our players. It can be set in any time, any place, any genre, any venue, as long as we can imagine a tale of struggling romance. So, pirates, space, fantasy, Hogwarts, random anime high school, anything that we want. What do we want to do?
I don't know. I just replayed Transistor, so I'm really feeling the digitized post-human world kind of deal. But I don't know how everyone else is with that.
I was thinking, I'm not gonna lie, when I read this book the first time, I immediately went to drama camp / Bard College.
And it's funny because like
space pirate anime fantasy sci-fi says so.
Perfect.
When I was reading through it, my mind immediately went to fantasy, but I've also been binging on fantasy romance anime for probably the past 4 days. So
okay, so we have a couple ideas here. Let's try to coagulate these, and let's try to come to something mutual.
Sure.
So what is about Transistor that we want? Do we want the cybernetic part? Do we want what is it about Transistor and that sort of like cyber relationship stuff do we want in our game? Is it technology? Do we want technology as a thing in our relationships?
I think that's an interesting thing. Like thinking about relationship as a post-human entity. Like I don't necessarily have a gender. I don't necessarily have an age. I don't necessarily have anything. I'm just a number of codes, but I still have relationships and feel love and all the human can.
My only concern would be this might be very difficult as our first game.
That is very true.
That's my concern. I'm not exactly comfortable maybe portraying that, only because I don't know if I could do it accurately enough.
Yeah, that's totally fine. We can always just take the aesthetic because the aesthetic is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of Transistor, but
it's a beautiful game.
Undersea Opera Company. You're just saying random words. You're just saying post office rivalry, fast food restaurant. Fuck. Oh man. Okay. Fantasy post office rivalry. Sci-fi post office rivalry. What would be the post office in a futuristic setting? Is there I'm so afraid of devolving into mirror shades when we do this.
Oh my gosh, it's just mirror shades. It's just like one of us is breakdown.
This is just mirror shades.
Let's just play mirror shades.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
One of us is Bon and one of us is Maurice.
Yeah. I can be Maurice.
All right, let's do this. So we have let's do something futuristic then, I guess, but like maybe something with a little bit of our fantasy-ish elements to it.
Yeah, I would be fine with it having like just some fantastical elements, but it doesn't have to be like strict fantasy.
Shadowrun has that kind of stuff.
Sci-fi cyberpunk anime post office simulator 2016.
Perfect. That's
I
what
like
we
the
want.
idea of having a menial job. I really enjoy that idea that with some sort of
Yeah.
like inter-office relationship. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
my first thought was like being a wage slave in a cyberpunk
We're
dystopia.
couriers. We're couriers in a post in a cyber like a cyberpunk world. Like we have to deliver parcels. So like we work for FedEx or like the big like FedEx conglomerate, and we're looking for love. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
open
feeling
to it.
So would it be like a would it be a shadow runny kind of world where magic exists or no? I wouldn't mind doing like a Shadowrun world, but I mean I'm not that up on the Shadowrun lore or anything, but
I mean,
I mean,
nobody
it
is,
wouldn't have to be Shadowrun. It could
yeah.
just be a cyberpunk world with
I mean, are
magic.
there okay, but there's no like elves or anything, or maybe
There
there
could
are.
be elves. I don't know.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so quasi cyberpunky
Quasi
Shadowrunny.
Shadowrun, yeah.
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 Okay.
Mirror's Edge would be
Parcel delivery service is what we're doing.
Oh my gosh, Mirror's Edge with romance.
Mirror's Edge with romance. Yeah.
we're parkourists.
Parkour elves.
Oh, that's awesome. That's too good.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Next gen.
write the setting chosen on the Beloved's character sheet. So our character sheets are this little text box here, because that's how I roll. So, I'll put Shadowrun parcel service.
I love the parkour element. I really want to incorporate that now.
Hell,
Okay. So now we're gonna move on to our steps for character creation. Okay. So character creation for all of the characters in play here is going to be collaborative. So the players of Suitor 1 and Suitor 2 and the Beloved will get to make up secrets of all of the characters. Okay? So, maybe we should start perhaps with assigning who should be who a little bit.
Sure.
Does anybody want to be the Beloved? Because
I
I could be
kinda
the
don't want-
Beloved.
I mean, I was thinking about it too. Because
everyone. Everyone was thinking of that.
I mean, who doesn't want to be beloved, right?
I could use the little like ego boost. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna steal a little bit of this thing's thunder. I
Do you want to be the beloved?
if you don't mind, I would like to be the Beloved. If
Yeah, go for it.
nobody absolutely okay, cool. So I'll be the Beloved. Who wants to be Suitor 1? Who wants to be Suitor 2? The primary difference between being Suitor 1 and Suitor 2 is the scene order. Is that Suitor 1 gets the first scene with the Beloved.
I prefer Super 2, but
I can be suitor 1.
Okay, cool.
Easy.
Awesome. Okay. So, the players together. So we're going to choose 6 attributes for the Beloved. What these attributes can mean are kind of chosen from a little bit from the setting, but a little bit of whatever we want to say about them. What the rules say is that they may be characteristics of the Beloved's body or personality. They could also be strengths and resources that the Beloved has in the world. These attributes are defined as being desirable in the world and the characters that they inhabit. So, what are some of the what are some of the adjectives that we could describe the Beloved?
My first thought is fast. Because post parcel service, you got to be fast.
Oh, she's speedy.
faster,
Yeah.
Yeah, fast.
maybe punctual. I don't know.
I mean, that's attractive. I mean, something for me would be like how do you I'm struggling at coming up with the word, but it's the sort of like nonchalance. It's sort of like the blasé of like, yeah, I'm good at my job. You know what I mean? Like the
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you call that. Not arrogance. It's not because it's not like you flaunt
Confident?
it. Yeah, it's just like confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say she's confident. Or he.
Yeah,
Or they.
they, for now. Fast, punctual. I should put in the same descriptive context. Confident. So those are 3.
Let's go with sexy.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's another thing I should probably warn real quick. So, not only do we play story games where there's a chance of failure, like there's a chance of just things not really working out, and maybe we have to discuss why. When we play relationship games, especially even like Shooting the Moon, which is like an established, really good game, there's still a chance of failure. It's not on our part, just like any relationship, sometimes they're doomed.
Yep.
Right? So, beloved, fast, punctual, confident, sexy. Let's see.
Maybe hardcore. Like, yeah, they are hardcore.
I like that.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make a new line. All right.
Last one should you, Erickson.
Sweet. I would say sweet fucking motorcycle.
Yes.
Yes.
She has like an like the Akira bike. You know what I mean? Like she has like a ceramic white and green neon fucking baller motorcycle.
Texas too late with cyber enhanced. That could be part of hardcore though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we already have 6 actually.
Yeah.
Hardcore was the last
Wait,
one.
was it?
Yeah, that's beloved, fast. Oh no, wait. No, beloved's her name.
Beloved's
Yeah,
who she is.
yeah. No, so the last one was sexy. Was motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have 6.
Because
Yeah.
we each did one.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Cool. So now what we're going to be doing is that the players are going to be choosing attributes of the beloved in which to create synonyms and antonyms. So we're going to be doing this based on the beloved's attributes. If we choose, so we chose something like fast, right? So the a synonym for fast would be like speedy, I guess, or quick, maybe like quick-witted or something. But an antonym then would be maybe like cautious or prudent or slow. So suitor 1 and suitor 2 have to choose one of these. So the way this is going to work is that the players we get to make attributes for the suitors by choosing a synonym or antonym and assigning it to a suitor. It can be any of the antonyms or synonyms. The word from the pair not chosen is then assigned to the other suitor. So let's just say suitor 1 goes first. Okay?
Okay. So I basically pick one of these traits and I give it a synonym and an antonym.
Yeah. You should be choosing either from the pair of synonym or antonyms for this trait.
Okay. So
I guess like pick one of the desirable traits that we gave our beloved here, and then let's work together to determine the appropriate synonym, antonym, and then you get to choose which one of those that you want.
Okay, I'm gonna pick confident.
Okay.
And my first thought is driving it to arrogant, like in that direction for the synonym.
Okay.
That's interesting, yeah.
What would be the opposite of confident?
Insecure.
Yeah, insecure. Okay, so we're dealing with arrogant and insecure are 2 things here. So which one of these do you think suitor 1 is? Do you think they're arrogant or do you think they're insecure?
Definitely arrogant.
Okay.
And I'm insecure.
Yep. Okay, so then suitor 2 gets to go.
I think.
So trait, yeah. So in other words, traits are words or phrases chosen from the suitors that modify the existing attributes in some way. Oh, I'm sorry. This is when we get to modify stuff. So we have to keep doing the synonym and antonyms.
Okay. I think I want to go for an antonym for motorcycle and go with roller blades. Synonym would be, I don't know. Oh god, what could be a synonym for motorcycle?
Just like a speedster or like a fast car, like a roadster.
Totally.
Oh, you mean like not like a different type of motorcycle?
Maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe like a fucking awesome moped.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
Vespa.
sure, actually, yeah. Let's go with that.
So we have a Vespa and rollerblades. Are the two choices?
Pretty much.
I'm fine with either one.
Okay. So which one do you want to assign yourself?
I want rollerblades. Yeah, let's go with that. I want to be the underdog.
So you're insecure and have rollerblades?
Yep.
You fucking like jet set Radio Future over here?
Yeah, totally.
Well, okay, well that's good because you're gonna come up with 3 extra things for both of you. So we chose arrogant, and then we also chose chopper. Like you have like a more like metal bicycle, or excuse me, like a metal or no scooter.
Yeah, scooter.
Or the scooter. Yeah. I'm gonna write badass Vespa just so
yeah,
we know.
Totally. It's gotta be.
Okay.
Flame decals.
Yeah. Okay, so suitor 1 and suitor 2. Then you're gonna come up with 3 attributes on your own.
Oh god.
So each is going to we just took turns assigning each of us one antonym and one synonym.
Isn't that that we now everybody assigns one for the characters, like every character or something?
So SP1, so the players, no, it's so we chose these pairs, and then the pairs get chosen and assigned to the other suitor. SP1 goes first and chooses a pair, and you choose one of those pairs to make it an attribute for your character, and then the second person gets the other. In a 3-player game, each assigns one antonym or synonym, giving these suitors 3 benefits. So does that mean we should actually be giving each other an extra one?
I don't know.
Well, let me check real quick.
What page is
I
that?
just read this. I shouldn't have this. God damn it.
It's literally page 11.
Page
I thought we were gonna be giving each other, or you come up with the remaining ones on your own.
I don't think so. I feel like it all has to relate down to these 6 core traits that we've made.
Yeah. Does that mean that means we get to do one more?
Let me look. Okay, so the suitor should have 3 attributes, which means that the beloved gets to do one too.
Oh, that's what it is. So
Yeah.
the beloved gets to make one. Okay, so I'm the beloved. The arrogant badass Vespa rider. Does that mean you get a synonym and antonym of whatever of my choosing?
Yeah, you basically pick a synonym and
Oh, yeah,
antonym
okay,
and assign
sure.
them to us.
So the badass Vespa rider is late. all the time.
Oh no, I'm too busy showboating.
Yep. And the insecure rollerblader is punctual.
Well, you gotta do a synonym for punctual.
Oh shit, we had punctual for the first one. Damn, it's such a good word.
It is a good word. Timely?
Yeah, timely.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't know how you manage that on rollerblades, but good job.
Good old reliable rollerblades.
I have to get up early. That's how it works.
Yeah, I buy that. Okay, cool. So there we go. So yeah, so each of us get to assign an antonym or synonym. That's how it works. That's what we were missing, is that I'm a dumb and was selflessly not giving myself the turn that I deserve. Okay, cool. So now we actually modify these attributes, right?
Yep.
So the next step here is that we're going to be modifying these existing attributes in some way. For each existing attribute, a player will choose a new trait and write after it. The new attribute should strengthen or weaken or give more detail to the original attribute. Each of the original suitor attributes is followed by the word but. The modifying traits are written on the line after the but. The example that it gives in a 3-player game is that the suitor player modifies one for themselves and then one for each other. Then the beloved's player modifies one for each of the suitors. The example: SP1 modifies an attribute on your own character sheet. So suitor 1, the pirate Bloody Ann has the trait vainglorious, and so SP1 writes practical. Or an example would be SP2 modifies an attribute for the first suitor. So the suitor 2's modifying an attribute on suitor 1. Bloody Ann already has the trait heartless, so suitor 2 modifies it with but loves animals. Okay. So in other words, the pirate Bloody Ann would be vainglorious but practical, as well as number 2 would be for Bloody Ann would be heartless but loves animals. Okay, so like the trick is that we're taking one of these traits here and then kind of like, but here's the exception. Okay?
Okay.
So, and we're going to be doing this for, so each of us are going to get a chance to do this for each other. Okay? So the suitor players will modify one for themselves and then one for each other. And then I get to modify one for both of you. Okay?
Okay.
So, suitor 1 or suitor 2, which one wants to go first?
I think suitor 1 always goes first.
So,
Yep.
Okay, so suitor 1. Let's go ahead. Let's start with modifying maybe yourself, or unless you have something that absolutely you want to modify about number 2.
I do.
Okay.
Rollerblades, but with rockets.
Oh, the rollerblades.
Now I know why I'm never late.
But rockets. Oh, rockets doesn't fit.
No.
Fit. I have no space.
Oh no.
That's okay. Fuck it. Okay, that's fine. We're okay.
We'll
We
figure
know. We all know it's rockets. It's fine.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Butt rockets. Good old butt rockets, right?
Yep. Best kind of rockets.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So they're rollerblades, but they're rocketed. So they have tricks up their sleeves.
Yep.
So, you have to modify one for yourself now.
Okay. I'm gonna go late, but fashionably late.
Late, but fashionably. Okay. So you look good in our cyberpunk world. Okay. You there, Sonny? Sonny?
Am I here?
Yeah, you're there. Your camera just froze.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay, so
Lie.
so you have so you're insecure. You have rollerblades, but they're secretly rocket powered rollerblades. Suitor 1 is arrogant. You have a badass Vespa, and you're constantly late, but you always show up looking so fly every time you're late. Cool. So Suitor 2, it's your turn now.
Okay. To the rollerblades. No, I have no idea right now. God. Maybe arrogant, but not to their peers, if that makes sense at all.
Your internet cut out for a second. You said you're arrogant, but what?
Arrogant, but not with their peers, if that makes sense.
I don't think I'm familiar with what you're saying. What are you saying? But not what?
With your peers?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. My connection is just dying. I'll try to fix it in a second.
So what do you mean by not with your peers? So like game recognizes game is what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if someone's good, they are not like just oh god.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna write that. Arrogant but recognizes game.
I love it.
It was what I would say.
Perfect.
All right, like you're the definition of hot stuff. All right. Cool. What about Suitor 2?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to add to. Insecure but brave.
Oh, I like that.
When specifically? It has to be like a niche case.
But brave in the face of danger.
It's so broad, like brave.
And I know I'm trying to think about something.
Like the example they have is heartless but loves animals. So when when are you actually brave? Like what do you care most about, right?
Against authority. If that makes sense at all.
Okay, yeah. Insecure but brave versus authority. No, that makes tons of sense. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I get to give each person one thing?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I'd have much more room on this little tiny thing to write on. Okay. Planning. It's a badass Vespa. But it I want to say it has to have a downside. It's like a gas guzzler, or like it's like not efficient. It's
my first, I mean, you can totally go with that. I'm down with that. But my first thought was like it has a really tacky paint job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass Vespa, but tacky. Because
that's awesome. Love it.
Pretty good.
Let me just shrink some of the text here so it all fits. Okay. So, our beloved is fast, punctual, confident, sexy, hardcore, and has a motorcycle. Our first suitor is arrogant, but recognizes game, so they know when they're along with their peers and they're not as arrogant. They have a badass Vespa, but has a very, very tacky paint job. They're late, but they always come in looking really, really good, even they're late. Suitor 2, they're insecure, except when it comes to against authority. They have rollerblades, and the rollerblades are outfitted with rockets to get them where they're going. And they're timely, but they have to have a but. When are you not timely? You're timely except for I'm thinking like you're timely except for I was gonna say family.
Okay.
Or I would say friends and family. You take it.
So are they not timely for friends and family, or do friends and family make them not timely?
Oh, uh, they're not timely for friends and family,
Okay.
but not for. Okay. So you're really good at your job, even though you're a little catty with authority, right? Okay. Cool. Okay. So now we just modified our suitor attributes. Now we have determined our beloved's our beloved's traits here. We have to determine an obstacle, an opportunity, and a dream. The way we do this is that each person writes an answer to one of the following questions. You may wish to brainstorm about the possibilities and have the player indicated choose one. So the suitor is the person who will be choosing my opportunity. Okay, so suitor 1. And the opportunity's question is, why is the beloved available? The example they give in the book is that the opportunity for the beloved, Captain Jack, is that the two lady pirates are his only equals, and his obstacle is the entire British Navy was after him. His dream of the beloved is to become an admiral of the pirate fleet. So
I feel like I don't know enough about the beloved to answer that question, though.
okay, yeah. All right. Let's talk about the beloved. I think the beloved should be somebody who is it your boss? It might be your boss. It might be the boss of this like regional FedEx.
Okay.
I'm down with that. You can be our boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like your badass boss. Yeah, I like that. I'm like I'm your sexy boss. Why am I available?
Maybe you're too tied down to your job, and so you haven't made time for love.
Yeah, no, I love that. I'm so focused on my job that I never really decided to look out for my greater needs. Yeah. So the opportunity is that I'm available because I spent so much time on my job. Okay.
Yeah.
So suitor 2, what is the major obstacle that I'm facing? So once again, in the example that they give for Captain Jack, is that Captain Jack's obstacle is that the entire British Navy is after him.
I think the obstacle here is that you'll forever be lost in your job and your professional life, and you'll never have a love life, a romantic relationship ever again.
So the obstacle is that I have to choose between work and love.
Yeah.
So the obstacle is that work is hyper demanding for me, basically.
Yeah. I mean, this is the corporate hyper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
True, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to play that rat race, right?
Like
Yep.
your soul is being sucked out by your job, and do you let it happen? Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
And so, what is my goal or ambition? What is the dream's ambition? I guess that's to me.
Yeah.
Let's go with Oh yeah, like, well, obviously I have to make it to regional manager, right? I have to be regional manager. That's what I want to be. And the only way this is going to happen is with my number one and my two top performing couriers, right?
Yep.
Which is where you guys come in. All right. So the suitors traits persons, places, and things. So the players are going to choose 3 more traits for the suitors' characters. A person, a place, and a thing. This person may be a friend, an ally, rival, or other acquaintance of the suitor. The place may be somewhere they frequent or they're associated with, or just a place where you as a player themselves want to see scenes. And the thing will be an object that you use and own. Okay? So, for example, it gives in a book is that for this, the suitor playing the character in question goes first, and then the others go. The PP goes last. So the beloved gets to go last. So the example they give for suitor 1 is that Bloody Anne gets as a person her talented first mate, who also loves her. Suitor 2 is going to choose an item, which is a poison dagger, and then the beloved gets to choose the her place as the free port for pirates. Okay, so we're all going to get to choose 3 more traits.
Yep.
Okay.
Starting with yourself. I think we should start with.
So let's start with suitor 1. Yeah,
Okay.
suitor 1. Person,
And
place, or thing.
I'm gonna pick place, and I want to pick the rooftop of the FedEx building at night.
So do we work for FedEx?
I mean, or whatever.
Okay.
You've been saying FedEx, so I'm going with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to think of a pun on FedEx now for like the future.
All right. So, suitor 2, you have to choose for your character either a thing or a person.
Wait.
I mean, we're gonna do it again. It's just
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that
so
we
we're going
completed
down the
one
list in
first.
a different way now. That's it.
The players choose 3 more traits for the suitors' characters. So I assume that we have to just keep iterating this, so each person gets 3 things.
Totally. I think I'm gonna take a person, and that person is my uncle, who's actually the AJR manager of FedEx, or like our place. So he can make the regional.
So what's your uncle's name?
McDonald, Clark McDonald.
Clark McDonald. HR manager. Let's just shrink the text roll box even more. See what happens.
Just shrink it one more time. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
Shrink it, baby, one more time.
Okay. So then I guess we do it again, right?
Okay, so we're supposed to choose, like, I choose one for me, Dead Sunny's gonna choose one for me, and then you get to choose one for me, Eric. So how do we want to go around?
Oh, I get it. Oh, okay, so we get to choose this all for one person.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay. We can
I get it. Well, that's fine.
maybe-
We'll keep that stuff as is.
Yeah.
So let's look back at suitor 1, right? So suitor 1, you chose the place as a rooftop of FedEx, of the FedEx building. So now we have to choose as suitor 2 and as the beloved, we get to have to choose a person and a thing for suitor 1. So it has to go to suitor 2 first.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm thinking maybe you have a job from the current regional officer or manager, and yeah, whatever you do with that is up to you.
So is that my thing or my person?
That's your thing.
Okay.
So you have a job with the current regional manager?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, they asked them to do a job specifically for them.
Oh, so it's like I
So
have
they,
their parcel or something.
yeah,
Okay.
and maybe there's something, behind that, but right now I don't want to like
Yeah,
tell everything about it. It's up to you.
sure. Okay, I like that.
Cool. Then, clearly, what I'm going to give you as a thing.
No, that was my thing.
Oh, that is your
You get a
thing.
person.
So I have to give you a person.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you Miguel.
Sorry.
Miguel is a oh yeah, okay. Miguel is a hacker ex-boyfriend, still in love with you. So now we go to Cedar 2.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
the person we had was Uncle Clark McDonald, HR manager. So we need a place and a thing.
I want to pick a thing for
Okay.
you. I want to give you mysterious cyberware.
Fuck yeah. Sounds pretty good.
So I have to pick a place for you. I'm gonna call it Switch's coffee shop. All right, I guess I should call it
Switch's
Soy
Soy
Caf.
Caf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadow one.
Not enough space. So much text. Why?
Why?
Why text? Why?
Okay. Hopefully you guys can still read that. It's gonna have to squint. There will be squinting. Okay. It's a mystery only eclipsed by enigma. That is absolutely true. Okay. Cool. So that is. Oh, I thought I was like, damn it, we're so close to starting to play the game. We have one more thing we got to do. We have to do the suitors' conflicts. So a conflict is a special trait that each of the suitors have. It's a characteristic which creates difficulties and complications for the suitor in pursuing the beloved. This trait will give players a bonus in play, but in order to use it, they must narrate something that complicates the story. A character's conflict may also be used by other players throughout the game. At various points during play, bonus dice are rewarded for narrating events that highlight a character's conflict. So, examples they give for conflicts. So this was a suitor for Bloody Anne. Bloody Anne has sworn never to take orders from another, while her beloved Jack seeks to command her in a pirate fleet. Another example would be in pre-revolutionary France, Victor is a poor artist, so Julianne's aristocratic father rejects him as a suitor for his daughter. Another example would be Avanti's conflict. Avanti's conflict is that she is closeted about being gay. Caleb is a Zizian spy paid to infiltrate the Jovian League, which undermines the beloved's Eret's goal to create peace between these warring factions in the Empire. So these are like dramatic kind of things that like why you can't get what you want. I can suggest some stuff, but
I
I'd rather
have an
you guys have.
idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Suitor 1,
Yep.
their conflict is that they are actually infiltrating FedEx from another megacorp,
Oh shit.
trying to destroy it from the inside.
It's so perfect. So good.
So who do you work for? What's the name of the what's the name of the other cybercorp?
Neo UPS.
Works for UPS Corp. Love it. Fucking love it. That's so good. Okay. So what is the conflict for Suitor 2?
That he's actually a Shadowrunner. Part-time Shadowrunner. If that makes any sense.
Is this does this undermine like the Beloved's goal of making manager?
Yeah, I think they want, like, maybe they want to hit the FedEx office for some reason. There's something shady going down at the FedEx office.
So you're a freelance Shadowrunner.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe something else. I don't know.
No, it's like I can run with that.
Maybe they just have a Shadowrunner friend who they have to, like, let in or whatever.
Just trying to organize this so it's all readable.
And there's one more thing that Sunny and I have to agree on.
Yes.
The prize.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm gonna link something in chat real quick. Maybe you know what I mean, but that video is amazing. I love that.
So what is the prize?
But the prize.
I thought that was my own dream. I guess no. The prize would be.
The prize is something to do with the beloved, and you have a ticket that's completely different from that.
Would it be to date me?
Yeah, but that's kind of like.
It's the connection that the with the beloved that each seeks. So the prize would be a relationship with me.
Or like I want it to be something a little more like that we win your loyalty almost. Like we have to make you choose between us, like who you're loyal to. And yeah, maybe that involves some kissing, but also it's deeper than that.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like the loyalty aspect. So you have to earn loyalty. Okay. So then
you
this.
Like that, Sunny?
Yeah, I could roll with that.
Okay.
Okay. So then the last thing, but not at least thing, would be coming up with character names. So I think the beloved's name will be Ronaldo.
Okay.
I need to get a good cyberpunk name generator out.
I'm all for. I think Ronaldo swings both ways, so like I don't really care about the gender for the suitors.
I mean, I'm definitely a male character.
Okay, I'm gonna be a female character then.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, his name is Shad.
Shad. What a Shadwick.
No, just Shad.
Oh god.
Oh.
I'm just gonna be Fritz, and the family name is Fitzpatrick, so that makes sense. And Fitzpatrick. The Fritz.
Just Shad.
That's too good.
Fitz and Shad. So is Fitz a girl?
Yeah.
All right. Just to make sure.
Her actual name is Anne, but nobody calls her Anne because that's not cool enough.
Of course not. Okay. Great then. So it is 10:07, which means we're about time for our first break. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna cut over to our break. We're gonna get some more water and some more tea, and we're gonna come back for more Shooting the Moon by Emily Boss for On Once Upon a Game. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we're gonna start playing on the second hour of our cyberpunk dating simulator. So eat your heart out, Mirror Shades. All right, take care, guys. See you in 8 minutes.